Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Tonight on the show, we are going to take a look at a great deck. I mentioned it before, it was still in testing mode, but, well, after playing a lot of token decks, I decided to switch, for the better because for some reason, who knows why, people have been eager to include mass removals and mass area of effect spells, most likely due to people playing a lot of tokens and aggro decks. So the aggro token decks are still viable, but I wanted to play something even better that can has an improved win rate and can even face big stuff and big names in Legends. So I'm willing to take this into top 100 and see if I can. So let's cut the chit chat. It's Rangerman's Midmaster. So if you guys know, Battlemage received a nerf some time ago with the Ash Berserker being nerfed -1 and -1. That means it was pretty hard to trigger it in order to get your draws right. Well, with this incarnation of Battlemage, you don't actually need card drawing. Why? Because you have a lot of spawning mechanisms that you can spawn big stuff that punch holes in your opponent's face and get you sweet wins. So the deck is Crown Quartermaster, they got Dagger, Rapid Shot, Luzra, Shrieking Harpy, Temple Conjurer, Wardcrafter, Cunning Ally, Daggerfall Mage, Lalu Sharpshooter, Manic Jack, Manic Mutation, Baron of Tyr, Breton Conjurer, Lightning Bolt, Sentinel Battle Mace, Blood Dragon, Alphic Conjurer, Cradle Crush Giant, Belligerent Giant, Mighty Conjuring, and Uncano. The very good addition to mid-battle mage is Alphic Conjurer. Now this baby right here, can't consume a creature to summon a Flame Atronach. If you consumed an Atronach, instead summon a Storm Atronach. So we've got plenty of Atronachs to consume, either from Temple Conjurer, either stuff that it probably will die against the lethal decks. The Frost Atronach generated by the Breton Conjurer. You've got Mighty Conjuring, because people will be so eager to remove those. So we've got plenty of stuff that you can use with Alphic Conjurer in order to spawn more Storm Atronachs. Bear in mind, if you have Luzra on board, at 8 Magicka, dropping Luzra, dropping Alphic Conjurer, spawning a Storm Atronach, Luzra will get will be a 4/5 creature. Alphic Conjurer will be a 5/6 creature, and the Storm Atronach will be a 9/7 creature with Ward. Keep that in mind. That's a very good combo. Of course, there's other ways in which you can push damage, but your main objective is to control the early board and then swing in with the big stuff. The deck is like any other battle mage. It takes some practice, takes a lot of patience to understand the exact components of it, what exactly to play, what to keep in hand, and not exactly save for later, but use in tandem with other synergy cards that you have in the deck. So don't just don't be like throw every card that you have in your hand, break the ring, turn 3, screw it all, just drop. Maybe you can play aggro. No, this deck is not meant for aggro. You play aggro, you burn your hand, your opponent reaches that 4/5 Magicka threshold in which removals will get you. So you need to be patient, and you need to understand the strategy behind it. I spoke about it, most of it already, but it takes practice and adaptation, because it can be played in different ways with different synergies, but you need to practice a lot with it. It's I would say the difficulty of this deck is medium to high. But once you get it right, you will steamroll almost anything, because it's normal that you will lose some matches, but the overall win rate will exceed 80%, maybe even 90%, like Evil 5 showed me yesterday, I believe. So let's take this into ladder. We are already nearing top 100. So let's see what we can face and how well we can play against him. Starting our first game of tonight. We're already in top 200. Breton Conjurer, Rapid Shot and Lightning Bolt. I will throw away that one. It's a prophecy, so it can be used later. Fighting against an Imperial deck. Nothing to play from my side, and that 1/5 does not represent a threat, at least not now. Nothing so far, but I will shackle something. I need to have something on the board to let my opponent know that I am still in the game, or at least to trick him into using other cards. There it is, a Tree Minder. So what happens now is I can play Breton Conjurer. So I'm pretty confident my opponent, given the creatures that we are seeing on the board, Breton Conjurer will not get removed or will not get silenced. A Fighter's Guild recruit, interesting. I don't know if he will attack or not. I'm guessing, yep. He's not going for it, which is a good play from my opponent. I will Rapid Shot the Fighter's Guild recruit. I will trade in with my Breton Conjurer. And I will use the Lalu Sharpshooter to remove that 1/1 Orc. Last gasp, draw a card. So basically neutralized the entire field lane threat that existed last turn. Ordinary Necromancer. Probably see... Oh, okay. Thought we might be seeing the Fighters Guild recruit. Let's see, how can we trade favorably with all of them? Well, I have a good impression on what exactly to do. I will use Wardcrafter to give ward to my Frost Atronach, removing that. And I will also hit for face. Notice that the second Frost Atronach has been spawned in the Shadow lane because there was no more room in the field lane for it to appear. So I've basically shut down both lanes. This wants to be an aggro deck, or maybe, I don't know, a token deck, an Imperial one. I've got so much damage, I have to be really careful here. Do I want to trade into anything? No one? I will hit for face. Ah. Prophecy right on the spot. Javelin. Javelin removing the Breton Conjurer. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to use the other bodies for the trades. Red Conjurer had like 1 HP, so not entirely sure what had removal on it. Good thing is, by keeping that arrow, we were able to spawn an additional Frost H&R. There's 3 on the board, 2 of them in the shadow lane, unguarded, unchecked, and it's gonna basically be a game over, if not the next turn, probably in the turn after. That's gonna be pretty hard to remove everything. Fast skill recruit. An ordinary necromancer. Probably see another fighter skill recruit. Let's see. Well, with Baron of Tyr, we can do it, but those fighter skill recruit are major pain right now, since I can't deal with all of them. So I will use Dagoth Dagger to deal 1 breakthrough damage and to remove that fighter skill recruit, allowing both my Storm Atronox, Frost Atronox, because it's Frost, not Storm, to push for almost lethal, causing my opponent to concede. A well played game, but unfortunately mid Battlemage prevails. Alright, and we're back for more. Nearing the 150 legend mark. So I strongly believe that in a couple of days it will reach top 100. I'm not aiming for more. I can sit very well in the top 100, play some games as much as I can, and try to maintain, because I don't know, there's so much shifting that if you're not active, you'll probably drop out of the top 100 pretty easily. Fighters Guild, Thieves Guild recruit. This could be a conscription Telvanni. I will play my Daggerfall Mage. If it does not get silenced, worse. At least we drew our Tome of Alteration, and that is excellent. Okay, let's play a Cunning Ally. We got a Firebolt. We will keep it for now, because we'll most likely encounter something that... Oh, speaking of devil. Well, Firebolt is most efficient, removing such creatures. So goodbye, Fighters Go Recruit. We will deal 3 damage, and I will drop Breton Conjurer, but I will drop it in the Shadow Lane. Hopefully we won't get any Sorcerer's Negation. Ah, there it is. A tree minder. That's not a good sign. We're advancing. We are a mid deck, but against very late control decks, we need to be a bit more aggressive. I do have card advantage, which is excellent against Telvanni. That is great. And my opponent just summoned a Barrel Stalker in the field lane, blocking the Cradle Crush Giant. Opponent is down to 27, and I'm at 7 Magicka. Have to... If I play Rapid Shot and then I use Lalo Sharpshooter, my opponent will draw no cards. That's a Prophecy. Fighter Skill Recruit. Now there's no way for me to deal with that right away. except for the lightning bolt, but I will keep the lightning bolt forever. I don't want to use it just now. What I can't play is a lol sharpshooter. Basically removing the Tilvani Catspaw in removing the Catspaw so my opponent does not draw 2 cards. Territorial Viper. That was a bit harsh. Let's see. Well, if we spawn Blood Dragon, then we'll only be capped with 5 and only 4 remaining. So what I did right now is added a Frost Atronach in the equation and an Ice Storm, and everything is dead. Well played. So we'll play Blood Dragon. I've managed to burn my opponent's hand, and my opponent is playing Tilvani. That's 7 damage right off the bat. I also have a Sentinel Battlemage that I can further improve to 11. I want distributed stuff, so I won't place all my damage dealers in one lane. So Temple Conjurer should help very well. Let's also play a Manning Mutation. Maybe we can get like a charge. Nope. Too bad. We have the Daos Dagger, and that can add even more damage. Alright. Well, Brotherhood Assassin. It's going to be interesting to see what exactly will survive after this turn, because from hand we have 10 damage, so that's 10 damage. We can, if we have one creature, at least one creature on the board, and basically what will happen will be lethal. And I will be winning the game. Oh, nice drop with the Tree Minder there. But let's apply Sentinel Battlemage. That'll make it a 9-3. Baron of Tears gives us some buff. Fortunately, we won't be able to finish this turn. So, my opponent is down to 3 HP. I've got plenty of stuff next turn to end the game. That is Lightning Bolt, that is Uncarno. And I can even swing with the creatures. There's literally no way in which my opponent can recover. Even a well-placed Ice Storm, Lightning Bolt, or Uncarno. Thorn Hiss Mage. The game is over. So we won. We are nearing top 150, and then we'll pass on to top 100. As always, please take a look at the deck, try it yourselves, and please let me know how it feels for you guys. Until next time, cheers.